Alright, what up, everybody? Top to top, it's your boy Jay, Super Saiyan Jaffe.
Cool guy JD on the IG. It's on you.
Oh, it's on me, my fault.
Come on, Tupo.
More cake. On my fault.
Or Topo.
Leave that out. Leave that out, cuz. Come on.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Yeah. I gotta call shit out that I see in real time. Every week when we do this, Moan is always
butt fumble.
Last week, what Till say? It happened that fast.
It's right there. Snapchat.
Hey, yo, but Violators, man. I just gotta say this, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we now found our quarterback.
Y'all found your quarterback. We still looking.
We found him?
Yeah. Y'all got it.
You said we as in, like, Patriots?
Yeah. We got to get somebody when Tom Brady leaves, but
he on his way out.
Yo, so we found our quarterback. How you feel about that?
This dude,
bro, I said it like, I think him going down with that injury and him being out, looking at the game at like a fan perspective,
from a different perspective.
Yeah, I think it kind of did something with him.
I mean, it was the Dolphins.
Doesn't matter, bro.
Wait, don't.
Dolphins still have
listen.
Defense, a good defensive line, decent defense. Don't disrespect that.
Decent defense.
And they playoff hunt.
Name a few people on this decent defense.
They are
Robert Quinn.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay, Robert Quinn, Cameron Wake, Minka Fitzpatrick. I mean,
he knows his shit.
Yeah,
okay,
like, you can't come at me about that.
Okay,
like, you got
but see,
free safety.
Do it matter?
Violators.
I'm saying,
Violators.
Who's the free safety?
Violators. I'm just the mediator.
Who is the free safety?
I'm the mediator.
No. Who's the free safety?
I don't pay attention to damn Dolphins. Okay, y'all beneath me in every way.
So then why you
listen?
Okay.
Hey, don't get this. All right, if you're gonna be talking shit to Moan, keep it to shit talking with Moan. Don't drag me in this moment.
I'm just saying. Listen. If you look at the standings,
hey, listen.
What the standings say? What the standings say? What the standings say? Who at the top? Who's been at the top?
Give a brother some yak. This what happened. Give a brother some yak. This what happened.
I don't care. Give a brother some yak. Don't know how to act.
I ain't even got nothing in my system. If you ask me a question, you got to know the answer yourself. That's how it is, right?
All right, I'm just saying. I wanted to know. Sometimes you got to test the heart of a man.
And you know what?
And you know what? I think yours needs to be tested too.
Okay.
And you know what? In this rare instinct,
I wrote the test.
In this rare instinct, I got to side with Moan.
What?
I got to side with Moan in this rare
blasphemy.
Instinct. I got to. But listen, Violators, the one thing I wanted to say, so a lot of y'all might know or you might not know. So later on in the year, we're going to introduce the Violator podcast. That's going to be a situation where we're talking no sports. We're talking culture, hip-hop, movies, music, fashion, games. Like, whatever you want us to talk about, we'll talk about. That's why we want y'all to continue to subscribe to us. Hit those comments underneath the videos. You know how it go.
Please.
You know how it go. But listen, man, we got a special guest for you today. My man's Blair.
Good guy.
He's a good guy. Good guy. Those who don't know, we're Cheektowaga Central alumni, except for Mo.
No.
You're not cool enough.
Definitely not cool
I
enough.
put the C in cool, cuz.
He lived down the street from me and he wasn't able to get in.
That's it. Because the thing is, when I found that, I was like, damn, Mom over there.
Because I want decent education for myself. I couldn't get in.
Whoa, brother. Cheektowaga Central.
Right.
I don't know where they at now, but when we was at Cheektowaga Central, man, school was booming.
I believe it. I was here for summer school, so.
Exactly, but you want a decent education.
Damn, bro, that's just not something you tell people.
Yeah, you don't disclose
that. It's part of my life.
Back.
That's like that's like being a rump in the 5th grade and telling everybody.
Listen, it's part of my life. I ain't gonna disclose all that. But I got a platform to say it. Maybe people like me, they ain't gonna go down that road. You know what I'm saying?
People like you. Who's people like you?
I'm a believable person.
Oh yeah, you damn right. You damn Skippy.
So listen, Violators. One thing I wanted y'all to know. I wanted us to talk a little hip hop. You see, last week we did a little wrestling. We talked wrestling, but the main thesis of the show was the fact that I'm Iron Man.
Right.
My man JD Cap.
I'm Black Panther.
Montuple.
That Black Panther 2 just
and Stone Cold Steve Austin 316. He not here today. He's under the weather. You know what happens. But man, listen, Mom, I want you to spark this phone for me, man. What's going on with this
6ix9ine shit?
Yeah.
You at academics like corresponded, so like
I mess with that. Actually,
yeah, like a snitch, bro.
How's Ack a snitch? We see, and that's the problem. See, I don't like when people throw the word snitch out there. I feel like a snitch is somebody that's out wrongfully doing things with his boys. He gets caught up and he starts telling. That's a rap. That's a snitch. Now, if you're a media outlet, if this is your job to report news, how does that make you sense? You're doing your job.
Okay.
What's Act doing wrong?
Okay, so I'm your friend, right?
Right.
We got friends, right?
Facts.
So I got information for you. Act reporting this page, or I put it on my page, whatever. In the so-called is proven or whatever, I go on my page, I'm deleting vital information that's happening. Like, I'm getting videos from your team, from your camp, and I'm deleting stuff, I'm getting stuff. And the first guy is coming to ask me questions, and nothing's happened to me. And on top of that, Academics had that gun charge early in the year. He's about to get 10 years for that. What happened to that? What happened to that?
That's cool, but how that gotta translate to 6'9"? I'm just looking at I'm looking at him at face value. I'm just saying, the man has an outlet. This is his profession. His profession is to report the news. Exactly what we're doing. We're talking about the culture. He talks about the culture. We can't stop that man's bag. Even if his friend get locked up, his friend get charged, he gotta talk that news. How you feeling, Jew? Like, am I wrong? Like, I mean,
you're not wrong, but like the whole thing with that is like let's call it for the 6'9", he a troll. Like 6'9", he
definitely a troll. He lives under a bridge.
Yeah, he's not what he said.
I knew he wasn't that before all of this came out.
Right.
He ain't no 9 Trey gangsta blood. I knew that.
So now, let me correlate this academic thing. So like my thing is this, like 6'9", I feel like 6'9" got this thing where like he had this identity problem. You know what I mean? Real name Daniel Hernandez. You seen y'all see the pictures before? Like in Louisiana, like high school, whatever, no tattoos, nothing, skinny dude.
I saw a few pictures.
Yeah, so like now you all of a sudden you was 9 Trey blood, whatever you was. Obviously you got identity crisis. You 6'9" when you on camera, but outside the camera, what is you really? You Daniel Hernandez. The reports coming out. You locked up in the bank, and then you at your court date. Your manager sitting right behind you, and you looking like this the whole time. Be a man, look at him in the face, have a conversation with him.
You talking about Shada?
Yeah.
Treyway.
Yeah, Shadi, whatever his name is. So, but my whole thing with that academics thing is like, okay, Act your man's, right? And obviously, Act got all this information. He can help you, help your case or whatever. So, I feel like, my thing with that, I feel like academics already got all this vital information. And 6'9", so-called your friend, that's my friend, that's my friend, that's my best friend. But you're not helping your best friend get out the jam or get out the situation if you got all this information.
So, basically, what you're saying, you think academics is holding on to vital information that could lead to 6'9" being released out of custody?
Yes, I think. Listen, I don't think 6'9" really had anything to do with that. I really feel like that was his whole.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like he says, he's a kid. He's a kid with rainbow hair. He's a dirty Mexican from Brooklyn. That's not me. That's what he says. Violators, fact check. So don't come for me. That's what he says.
Tekashi?
Yeah, Tekashi. He says he's a dirty Mexican from Brooklyn. And whether that's true or not, he's the power that steamrolls Treyway, that organization, whatever you want to call it. I knew from the jump, Shadi, his manager, he wasn't right. I could tell. It was just something about it. Like,
sniffed it out.
Yeah, it's like the man's hearing videos, Tekashi throwing money, and they showing like aftermath videos, and Tekashi saying, "Oh, this is what happens when you a clown and you picking up the money," and Shadi in the background talking, "Oh, the CEO don't pick up the money. The CEO don't pick up the money. The CEO what? So you have to rip, you a clown." Like I didn't trust nobody from that organization. So basically, Violators, what came out was the fact that I guess the feds, they wiretapped the 9 Trey Bloods, and Mel Murda, he's a former affiliate of Dipset. He was doing a lot of talking, saying how they were going to super violate 6'9", super duper violate him. Shadi said he was going to feed him.
Right, feed him bullets and all that.
Yeah, and that works in 6'9"'s favor because you gotta be wrong. The feds, man, they ain't playing fair.
They not.
Not with that kid. He ain't a RICO charge.
But it
was he John Gotti?
Right.
RICO charge. Like, and you look at all of the dudes he run with. 6'9", 22 years old. The cats he running with 35 plus.
Yeah. But it don't help either. Your lawyer bringing in drugs. Did you see when his lawyer bringing drugs in the prison and stuff like that? And he got caught for that?
Yeah, that wasn't. Well, that was like years ago though.
No, that was this year.
That wasn't this year.
That was this year.
No, it wasn't, bro.
Baller, my source.
I saw it on Ball Alert. You reading it wrong.
I misread it.
You misread it. It wasn't this year. It was a couple years ago.
I don't believe that.
But you're a little quiet over there, man. What's good? How you feel about 6'9"? Do you even like 6'9"? The kid can make some music.
I never listened to 6'9". I'm not.
I never listened to 6'9", but I could tell you like anime. So he all right with me.
A lot of his cover art is anime-ish.
Dude, the 6ix9ine tattoo, like there's a guy there, like there was a Soul Reaper, Soul Reaper on Bleach, and he had the same 6ix9ine tattoo on his face. I'm watching Bleach, and I was like, he got the Tekashi. And if you really want to talk about it, I mean, I'm a diehard Naruto fan. Tekashi, Kakashi, change the K to a T.
So you think 6ix9ine took his name off
anime?
I mean, but even if he did, though, what's wrong with that?
He made it up from anime.
I mean, I call myself Super Saiyan Jaffe.
Right.
At the end of the day, so I'm not really.
I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Are you good?
But my piece is, I just think he bit off a little bit more than he could chew. Should listen to Fat Joe and everybody else in his corner.
I saw that interview. I saw that. Well, not even an interview, just to sit down amongst men.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like my favorite line from.
Charlamagne's definitely
how.
How isn't he? Charlamagne.
You mad because he's blunt?
Charlamagne funny as hell. Okay, so let me rephrase it. Charlamagne is a clown, but just because he's a clown don't mean I dislike him. I like a lot of clowns.
So what's your perception?
I like Ronald McDonald. He's a clown.
What's your perception of Charlamagne?
Man, forget that perception. Y'all interrupted me with a whole conversation, all right? I'm over here trying to quote my stuff for my favorite movies, and y'all gonna have a conversation.
I know I say I'm the mediator, but I'm gonna throw him like, he did that.
Yes.
I
went with it.
One can say.
Like I said, if I want to quote Four Brothers, you keep on knocking on the devil's door, eventually somebody gonna answer.
That's Terrence Howard?
All right, yes, Terrence Howard, man. So that's how I feel about damn it,
Tekashi 6ix9ine. I don't even think he came out under the Tekashi name. I don't even think he go by that no more. I think it's more 6ix9ine. But like you said, man, he definitely bit off a lot more than he could chew. He looking at they looking to charge this man with life in prison for funding a criminal organization.
That's a mighty long time.
He the scapegoat though. He the scapegoat for that. He got it.
But I mean the fact, but yeah, it's true. But the fact that they do got Mel Murder, Shoddy, and another associate or affiliate that we don't know his name. The fact that they do got them wiretapped into saying he's not a gang member, he's never been a gang member, that could work out in his favor. It messes up his image. I don't know if he can come back out and get a bag.
You saw the Breakfast Club interview?
Yeah, I saw the Breakfast Club interview. It was good.
He said it though.
Show up.
He said I'm a troll. He admitted to it, so image already tarnished. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that could be true. But it's still the fact that they're making it seem like, so in that Breakfast Club interview, which was a really good interview by the way, he did say he denounced Treyway. He denounced all forms of it. I guess he made like $300,000 for a show, and
I think it was like 150, something like that.
No, I think one of his shows were 150,000, but I think
agency, right.
Yeah, they were supposed to pay the man $3.6 million.
Right.
He didn't know that. Right. These avenues were going through his team. Like, and that's another thing, man. A lot of these cats, man, they come up, they from the hood. We are from a place. You feel me? So they come up and they feel like that sense of I gotta bring my squad with me. I gotta bring my dudes with me. So when they do get big, instead of investing or getting a real agent or a real manager or security, they bring their dudes with them. Right. And then situations like this happen.
Right, but it's just like, if you can count money, bro, you can count money. Like,
you ever count 3.6 million?
No, but I know how to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I get to 3.6.
What Meek Mill say? Counting $1 million is stressful.
I understand, but at the end of the day, if you can count. You gotta put people in your team that if you see what's going on in the jump, obviously you had a situation before. It's been real fishy for you. This is not your first time, not your second time doing this and having this situation. So therefore, put people around you that's gonna take care of you. I
do think it's funny though that with the whole 6ix9ine talk, you know how close he is with 50 Cent. Yeah. I can't remember exactly what he said, but I saw on IG what 50 was talking about how Tekashi got locked up. Yeah. Don't call me son.
Don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing to me. Don't have the feds at my door. Tekashi's definitely a troll, but he gets that trolling from 50 Cent.
50 a clown too. 50 is like 50 to me is straight clown.
50 had to sit it down before. He don't want nothing to do with nothing.
He don't, but
straight
like,
up.
The way 50 be clowning people, you too grown for that shit.
Man, 50 is doing what 50 do. He
He
can do that. He 50. He been doing it forever.
Now, when we say
that's a fact, but I mean, it's coming a time where it's just like, fam, like you gotta cut that shit out. Like you too grown for that shit. And on top of that, you make
hey, he's in the entertainment industry.
50 was grown as hell when he first came out. That's what I'm gonna leave that at.
That's understandable.
Man,
so,
50,
right. so that behavior is acceptable as you continue on. So you're gonna be 65 doing the same shit. You telling me?
I mean,
I don't know about all that, but it's doing
at the age of 65, will money still be green?
Yeah, bro. Don't that
gold? Is gold still gold?
That shit don't correlate though.
Hey, Violators, I'm ending at this. Hey, Mom, but at the end of the day, man, still just get the strap.
Heard. Okay. Alicia Midori.
Alright, Violators. So one thing that I want to say, man, you know, veering off on this rap tip. At the end of the day, the Bills are who I at least thought they were. You know, I'm not mad at the fact that we actually lost that football game. Are you mad about the loss?
I'm happy. They proved me right.
I care less.
I said,
I'm trying to look at you.
I said 14. Remember that?
You did say that. They're modest 4-8. I mean,
yeah, but they're supposed to win out for the playoffs, and that's out now.
Come on now.
We got a playoff contention.
Nah, they won't. I mean, they had the Patriots.
A slim chance in hell.
Yeah, they had. I mean, they had what they. So before last week, they had.
Dog had a day.
Before last week, they had the Jets twice.
Legs.
They had the Jets,
and
the Dolphins twice, the Lions, and the Patriots. And the Patriots like week 16, something like that. Yeah. So they weren't going to the playoffs. No, it's not happening. Yeah. They're probably gonna finish the season 7-9.
7-9
at the most. But Violators, man, listen, I just want to let y'all know we got a special guest coming in. It's our second one.
My cousin.
First one was successful.
All right, listen.
My man Keith B.
Keith?
I'm talking about when we had the first guest. This is our second guest.
Oh, okay.
For the Violator Sports.
You got to be careful, you know what I mean? Like, you messed me up.
Either I'm talking too fast or you thinking too slow.
No. I'm thinking too fast because Keith is his brother, so.
Touche. I give you that. I can give you that.
Bam. Listen, my cousin, all right, this guy helped me learn how to talk trash. Okay, I'm sorry. I was sipping on that Drew Barrymore earlier.
All right, Skip.
So, Skip. That Jack in the Miles hard, Skip. We
got my man's Blair on.
All right, cuz. Welcome on, man.
What it do, nephew? What it do? What up,
man?
What up, fellow Violators? Lucky enough to grace the show. How we doing? Thank you for having me, fellas.
Well, fellow viewer, one of the diehards from week 1.
Yes,
sir. Oh, you know, we had to get the boy on. We had to.
Definitely, always giving up good insight. It's like, all right, man, you
always
know too much.
Always repping. We ain't win this week, but it was a moral victory.
That's a fact.
It was a moral victory. I don't really like those, but I'll take it.
But Blair, squad. What I'm gonna say is, like I said already, man, we did lose the game. It was the final score was 21-17 Violators, but there was a lot of promise to take from that.
A lot.
I'm happy about the future as far as quarterback goes.
All right.
Like Josh Allen, he started off a little shaky, which it happens.
Right.
You know,
you in hostile territory. You know, you ain't at home. You ain't got the Ralph rocking behind you. It's a little bit different when they loud we on offense, but he got settled eventually.
It was a different type of heat out there too.
Oh yeah.
Right, and we were in the sun. Like they set their stadium up so that the away team's sitting in that sun as long as until the sun goes in the shade. You know what I mean? Until the shade come, you in the sun longer. So
and they were their whites, right?
They were.
They were all
no. With the Bills, we wore our whites.
Okay, that's good. That's
good. But Miami should wear their whites and put you in your darks, make you sweat it out a little bit more.
Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, that's what they always done.
I will say, man, the stats they definitely tell the whole story. Yeah. The man went 18-33, 231 yards. Now, okay, before I go into those 2 touchdowns by Zay. Because they coming on.
Hold on, you ain't gonna bring up his rushing yards?
Oh,
I mean, he's leading the Bills in rushing.
It's coming.
My man Zay? Are you talking about my man Zay? Yo, he was out there doing his thing.
Zay, but listen, when Zay he flopped his rookie year. Yo, I'm quick to give up on a player. I see something in that kid. You don't accidentally have the most receptions in NCAA history. That's not on accident.
Right. Wait, hold on. What was the dude that got cut by everybody this year?
Coleman.
Yeah. Unless you that fool.
But he's dumb.
No, yeah, in Baylor, he was eating. No, I didn't.
Baylor, he was eating.
Baylor, he was top. He was All-American status. That boy was nasty. Yeah. But Coleman, that's another story for another day. McKenzie.
No, we already hit that story.
Yeah, well, does he still play for the Patriots?
No, bro. We cut him to get Josh Gordon.
Did someone else sign him after that or no?
No,
he ain't been signed,
bro.
Nobody.
Yo, he working at 7-Eleven right now.
He playing Madden. He watching us. What's up, Corey?
What's up, Corey?
But to Drew's credit, I was
selling Lucy's.
I was gonna say it last. But the man Josh Allen. What?
What you just said?
I said he's selling Lucy's right now.
Go ahead, bro. Like I was.
No. You know what it was? Mo was ready for you. Mo was ready.
He wanted all the smoke.
He definitely wanted the smoke. You feel me?
Yo, my fault.
Chill.
All right, but let's break this Bills game a little bit because. Like I said, man.
The man, you not gonna dog the man career like that, bro.
You just did. You said he watching us. What you shouted about?
Ain't nothing wrong with him watching us, but you not selling Lucy's, man.
Yo, your man selling Lucy's.
So what? So
he's selling Lucy's and Slim Jim.
He's screaming Seneca's downtown?
Yes.
Yeah, he on that trick. Is in the story.
For real.
I can't believe he fell that off.
Yeah, Lucky's.
He flipping bean pies right now. Bean pies and pastelitos.
Pastelitos be good with the cheese in them.
Swan Street.
Oh.
No, I get joints
right off the corner store, bro.
No, I'm talking about when you get someone to actually make them, like homemade joints.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking about.
I'm dying nice.
I'm dying nice. Yeah, I have my girl be throwing down on some homemade leaves with the little potatoes in it.
Yeah,
she gets
olives in the joints.
Nah, she don't do it. She don't mess with olives.
I don't like olives.
I like olives in it.
Nah, olives like a sour grape or like salty grape. It's terrible.
I'm sorry, I like olives.
Terrible. I mean, teach his own. Teach his own.
You drink brewed tea too, I'm sure.
What you mean? What type of tea do you get?
I don't drink tea. I'm not a man that drinks tea.
What do you drink?
You don't drink no sweet tea? You ain't never had a sweet tea from McDonald's?
I seen him get a McDonald's sweet tea. He done bust out. He done bust out them 4 quarters and them 4 quarters and a dime.
You got a dime here? You got a dime here? There we go. There you go. Let me get that sweet. Yep.
No, see, I'm not
Let me get a sweet tea and Big Mac extra maximum.
I mean, you're a fresh brewed, unsweetened tea type of guy.
Yeah, that is weird.
You gotta add lemon though.
You're organic.
You gotta add lemon though.
Ain't first one.
Exactly.
Yeah, we way too off, Violet. We way too off, Violet. But listen though, let's get back to this Dolphins game.
That's why you ain't got nothing if you get sick. You can't get no tea and no ginger.
Get the testing.
What? The tuss? All right, okay.
I thought he said toss, and I was like, bro, I don't know about all that.
That's a Dwight Howard.
That's nothing, Mo. You've been a little too deep in this Dwight Howard debate.
For real. Yo, that's his favorite player.
It's the funniest thing. Bro, this is how you out for a sore butt. Think about it, though. Your butt sore, you gotta get surgery on your booty. Bro, you gotta get surgery on your butt, dude. Honest that happened, you would've leave, dude.
He too happy about that.
While smacking the shit out my shoulders.
What I'm saying, bro.
I feel you, bro.
You gotta get surgery on your own butt.
I feel you, bro. Let me save you from myself. Listen.
Save the wife from himself.
Yeah, I guess. Well, listen, fam. Listen, Violators. At the end of the day, man, we did get this loss. It sucked. It was heartbreaking. At the end of the game, Josh Allen, he evaded a couple defenders to make a 40-yard cross-the-body throw. It got there. It was definitely a bad throw. Definitely. But Charles Clay should have made that catch. Blair, talk to me.
You know what? I really like what I seen from Josh Allen yesterday. I feel like every game I watch him, I start to fall in love with him a little bit more as our quarterback. Like, all right, this is our future. This is our future. You know what I mean? Like, cause, you know, he had a couple throws that you want back. You know what I mean? Like a couple throws where you're like, that's a rookie throw right there. Like the one I saw him force one and had a safety over top, corner underneath. It's got to be a perfect pass. There's no margin of error. What's that?
KB?
I think so, but even McDermott said that he should have cut a little bit off the route and would have gave
cut a little fat off of it. Yeah.
Gave him a little bit more room to throw it, but he forced that one in there. But that one I'm not even mad about because then the defense came in and saved him. You know what I mean? Like they said, the very next play, Hyde took that thing. So I'm like, all right, cool, and He's getting smarter about how he runs the ball. You know what I mean? He looks a little bit. He don't see nothing. He runs, but he gets down. He's not taking those hits like he was earlier in the season. He's getting out of bounds. Like that's the smart thing. And he got some moves, man. He was hitting boys with that juice.
Yo, you saw what he did
with the Kiko, turned him around and was like, move.
He was doing more. I was like, he taking a couple pages out of Shady. You saw the scramble. He holding the ball. He went behind.
He went like behind the back. On, so like his progression is getting there. Because now he's making a lot of good throws too. Like he's got some of those where you're like, I don't see where you was going there, kid. But that one in the back of the end zone to Zay, that was on the money. Zay. I mean, Zay's getting open. He's been getting open all season, but now Josh Allen is seeing him better. You know what I mean? He's seeing him feel better.
The second Zay touchdown, if you watch that play, Josh Allen, he threw that ball with both of his feet planted. Mm-hmm. He didn't drive. He literally just stood there and delivered that ball.
It's a beautiful thing.
Look at that wrist.
Look at it.
I can't wait to get that off.
You said it, bro. You set me up. Yeah, I'm gonna spike it. You set me up. You like, gave me the alley. I'm gonna go. Big facts. Out of all of the good that I did see from Josh Allen, looking like baby Big Ben out there,
baby Vic.
I don't know what's good with Shady.
What you mean? Couple of the man had a buck
I don't think it's an issue with Shady. I think what the issue is I mean, our offensive line has been playing better. Like this stretch of the season, the beginning of the season was rough. But I think that the issue is just right now we don't have the talent to hang on to blocks for 3-4 seconds where Shady can make someone miss in the hole, cut back, come around. Like we don't have that.
I don't like the place.
That's all it is.
Shady definitely still got it. I just think
he still got it.
I don't think the offense.
But I think he needs linemen that can hold on to a block a little bit longer, and we're not that skilled yet. No. So that's why sometimes, you know what I mean, like the Chris Ivory comes in, he looked better because he's just gonna kick that ball. He's gonna run where the play was designed to that hole. Either he's gonna run to a wall, no gain, or he gonna pop 4 or 5 because he's gonna get through the hole.
And he hit that hole.
He hits it hard. Like
it's just it really is sad to see the man got 15 carries for 52 yards.
I told y'all his check engine light was on.
I don't even think it's that because he still can. He made some flash plays. Even in the fourth quarter on that drive. Josh Allen threw the ball in the middle. Shady got the ball. He cut out. Juke Cousin got an extra 10 yards. Like Shady
got out of bounds. Still a smart player. Like
it was 2 minutes and 2 seconds left. That was actually really
smart because now you get another stop.
You get a free play.
You get a free play before the 2-minute warning.
Mm-hmm. And I will say the one thing. When we went, just by the way Josh played in that game, when we went into that final drive, it's weird because I actually felt confident.
You was like, okay, we can do this. We can do it. We had time on the clock. Our time management was great. We got 3 stops quick. You know what I mean? So we used all our timeouts, but we had like 2 minutes and 40 seconds. There's 2:36 or something like that. So you got, you got the 2-minute warning, and you got a whole, 2.5 minutes to try and drive down the field, and we were moving it pretty well. So
I think Josh a different breed when it comes to his quarterback thing.
His ceiling is high.
Yeah,
his ceiling is high.
I like Baker.
And I didn't believe it when we first got him. I was like, yo, this dude is a project. What are we doing moving up for this kid? But I'm eating my words right now, man.
I mean, I seen it obviously when they have an NFL draft, they show little highlights and stuff from college days. When I was looking, I was like, oh, okay, like you got this, you got something in your bag. Like I didn't know his bag was like this already though. You know what I mean? So like, look at us take 2-3 years down the line. I don't know. I be wilding when I be saying shit.
Now 2-3 years down the line, we in the playoffs. We in the playoffs.
I think so.
Easy.
Honestly, man. Honestly, you got to think about it. I looked at the stat line earlier today with Josh Allen's first 7 games compared to Jared Goff's first 7 games. Bro,
very similar.
No, it's literally it's like you ripped off Jared Goff's stat sheet and gave it to Josh Allen. Josh Allen just has like maybe 100 more passing yards than him.
So he just need the right coach then.
Exactly. Well,
and the personnel around him.
I love his defensive mind.
I'm just saying, Jeff Fisher, Joe, he made.
He made Jared Goff.
He made him look like a bust.
People thought he was a bust, yeah. But you know what I'm saying is, yo, you said 2 or 3 years. That could be true, but man, listen, bro, we got this off season. The money we got to spend.
Oh my! You read that article in the Buffalo News?
No.
So 58.9 million, I think it was. 33% of the cap space that a team is allowed is dead money for us. So that's, your Eric Wood, Incognito still getting paid, Darius getting paid. We paying all these people, so we ain't even playing with a full deck right now. So we competing in all these games now. Like early in the season, it wasn't always competing, but we competing now, and we ain't got a full deck.
Big facts.
When we can get a full deck and we can get a nice offensive line around him, I think we really only need probably another wide receiver and get rid of Charles Clay. Probably.
So you think somebody want to come to Buffalo?
Yes.
Offensive lineman?
The way Josh Allen,
or you mean like a wide receiver or something?
Weapons.
It might be tough. It might be tough, but
I don't think so.
But I think it'll be easy. I think it'll be easier to get someone towards the end of their career. Or we've been hitting on players in the draft. So if we can't get a star to come here, we've been hitting on players on the draft. We talked
defensive players in the draft.
We just talked about Josh Allen. We liking him. We saying Zay Jones is looking better.
We didn't like him though.
We didn't.
No, I always like.
But the thing is,
like Josh.
It's working. You know what I mean? What's that?
Majority didn't like him.
Right. No, a lot of people wanted Rosen. I mean, I wanted Baker Mayfield, but
I did. But
that's he number one overall.
You actually reading my mind because I feel like that's the one thing I say I might be eating crow on, because when we did pick Josh Allen, I was pissed. We didn't get Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen, they two different breeds. See, Josh Allen is what this city needs.
A gamer.
He's a blue collar. He's a small town guy.
Underdog.
He works hard. Josh Rosen, he comes with a silver spoon in his mouth. And honestly, ain't nothing wrong with coming with a silver spoon in your mouth, but that just tells me his head's not fully in the game. I mean, you see what he's doing now.
I haven't saw one Rosen highlight.
Who has?
Not really.
I haven't either.
Not really.
I didn't even see him at UCLA play.
I feel bad for Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, he don't deserve this.
But why do he do it to himself?
Yo, I saw a meme. I shared it on Facebook. The man Larry Fitzgerald has more tackles in his career than he has drop passes.
Yeah, he only has
more tackles than drop passes.
Yo, you could count on one hand how many drop passes he got.
I never see Larry drop nothing.
Oh, Larry is.
I forgot how many
he got 2 baseball mitts that he catches.
He's top 5. Top 5 of all time.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
Arguably top 5 of all time.
Well, right now he's number 2 in receiving yards of all time.
And you got to think about it.
He passed.
He only had old Kurt Warner to throw to him.
Yo,
he played with a lot of bums.
He had Carson
Palmer for a couple years, and he had Carson. The one year he was real good.
But no, you got to get at that. You got to say one thing though. Throughout his illustrious career, he had a Hall of Fame quarterback, and he had a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Yeah,
he's had quarterbacks. Yeah. He's just in a really, but like you said, it's blind loyalty. Like what he's going through right now is sick. He does not deserve this.
I just want to get one more thing in on that Bills game. Like my thought was the story of the game really was it wasn't too much the turnover differential. We talked about it a little bit, but it was that big turnover that muff punt put the Dolphins on the 36-yard line. They scored right away, and then the penalty yards. We had 13 penalties for 110 yards. 36 of those yards were on Miami's game-winning or the final scoring drive, and it was 75. It was a 75-yard drive. We gave them 36 of it.
Sheesh.
You know what I mean? Like you can't win like that.
What's the most sickening about that was because right before we punted that ball on that particular play where we muffed it, I was sitting down with a slice of pizza, and I said, "Yo, I shit you not." I was like, "All right, Isaiah, just don't fuck this up." I literally said that.
So you telling all the violators you jinxed them is what you telling everybody you jinxed
honestly,
them.
man, violators. It could have very well been me because I dead ass looked him in his eyes on TV. I said, "Don't fuck this up." He muffed it, and I just sat there. I sat there in shock because they scored. They scored a touchdown.
They scored quick. So we gave them two easy touchdowns.
They had a 3 and out.
Jeez.
We gave them easy touchdowns. So
Bills' second-ranked defense, though, the Bills' defense is really playing phenomenal this year.
Yeah.
But like
our pass defense is number 1 in the league for yardage. We only give up less than 200 a game.
I think that's that's one thing with the Bills. I can say every year it's so consistent. Like,
the defense is always gonna do.
Yeah, always.
The defense.
You know, honestly, except the playoff year, the offense was better than the defense because Rex Ryan came in and blew everything up.
Sure
But
did.
other than that, like
when we had Jim Shorts, oh my God.
we led the league in sacks. We were like in the top 5 in turnovers.
Oh my God.
Like for 2 years we led the league in sacks.
That was sickening.
And we barely blitzed. It was just our front four was just filthy.
Right.
We had 3 players with 10 sacks one year.
Okay, but see,
fact.
you had a good say. You said the Bills have the #1 passing offense. We do. But going into that game, we had the 15th ranked run defense.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that is because every time I look at every time the offense runs, but it's always at the second and third level.
You know what though?
This lane's always open.
Sometimes those stats get skewed
They do.
in a situation where like earlier in the season we were down a lot. You know what I mean? So the other team is going to run the ball a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to run the clock. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? But I think now if you did it in the last 5 weeks instead of the whole season, it would look a little different. But you can't break the season down like that all the time. So we'll see what we look like at the end of the year because we're playing better. You know.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I give you that.
Not really. I don't know. I think where it's like, I don't know.
Skip.
Talk your shit.
I mean,
He ain't got nothing to say.
I agree with what you're saying, but it's more or less like the Bills. Like I said, the consistency is there. It's just like no matter what team they play, they still look good. So it's like the stats obviously is not going to tell all what the work ethic they put in. There's like the defense really has been super fire for at least like the past 5 years. Like the past 5 years, they've really been super fire. The stats just don't tell it though. That's just how I feel about that. I mean, I'm not debating a point, but I just feel like the whole story don't tell everything.
At the end of the day, Violators, we can discuss the Bills. Josh Allen, he had 231 passing yards, 135 rushing yards. He literally was unstoppable.
Yeah.
Josh Allen had his coming out party.
Yeah, he looks special.
He did, and like I said, he had way too many flashes to think this is fluke. Way too many. I really do believe we found our quarterback of the future.
Yeah,
I'm
I wanted him to get that win for his first signature win. You know what I mean? That was him. 135 yards on the ground, 231, couple. That would have been a third touchdown. Yeah, like on a fourth quarter drive, no timeouts. Got to drive the whole.
52 seconds left.
That would have been his first signature win.
Imagine if KB really was nasty though.
Stop imagining
if we
that.
had KB rookie year. Rookie year KB.
He was alright.
KB was going. And that's the thing. That's why I don't understand.
He was better than Sammy Watkins.
Yes, he was. He was going up. Yo, I remember his rookie year, he mossed Earl Thomas and Richard Sherman for like a 65-yard pass.
I do remember that.
Yo, I don't know what happened. So his heart not in it. I don't know how
used
your
it all
heart's
up.
not in it in the contract
He don't want to be
year.
here. He don't want to be here.
But it's a contract year. He could play for another. He could play.
He's gonna play a 1-year prove-it deal somewhere.
Somebody gonna pick him up.
Right, he'll go to a contender as a red zone threat or something like that, and then he might be actually decent. And, you know,
that's sick. That's sick to think about that. He could be flopping
himself.
It's sick to think that, but
he ain't gonna shoot himself.
True. But Violators,
He gonna come
man,
to death row.
Violators, listen, man. We
Right to the Patriots.
We
never gonna wind up on the Patriots.
We definitely it's a lot to take back, a lot to take from with this Bills game, but the spade is a spade, man. Throw it out, man. The Bills is done. The season's over. Like at this point, we're just playing for respect and we're playing for the continued development of Josh Allen.
Right.
But it's a lot going on in the AFC right now. The playoff picture is looking real. It's
grimy.
Yeah.
It's crowded.
Yeah.
Crowded. It's only a few seats. It's like musical chairs.
Yeah.
It's only a few seats. Everybody dancing right now, but not for long.
You know the crazy thing is, like this is the first time like I can honestly say like the AFC is really more popping than the NFC right now.
It's more competitive, right? It's
like I mean,
I think you got five. I think you got 5, 6, and 6
Chargers
teams.
is looking like.
This might be
Chargers put it on the Steelers.
I think this might be Phil year where he lives to something in the playoffs. At least give me something in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
They knocked off.
You know why?
They knocked off
He's playing the most efficient football in his career.
I agree.
He's usually in the top probably 5 or 10 with interceptions. He's not.
You gotta think about it.
He's not throwing interceptions.
He done had Keenan Allen for some years.
Right.
He has a Hall of Fame tight end on his back.
Still, yeah.
Melvin Gordon ain't no spring chicken.
Yeah, but
he's been there for a minute.
No, Melvin Gordon. It's like his 3rd year.
Yeah.
It's like his third.
It's like his 3rd year. He's young.
There you go. That's still 3 years, bro.
Yeah, but in his 3rd year, he's running that. He's toting that rock right now, yo.
But
until he went down, he was almost like right behind Gurley, like, you know, with the touchdowns, the receiving, all that. So like,
that is true. But the thing is,
but what you saying though? You think the Chargers unseating the Chiefs?
But the thing, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying is that they just knocked off Pittsburgh.
They did.
I got an unpopular opinion, man. I think the Chargers. I think the Chargers have a very good chance to unseat the Chiefs.
Is it?
I'm telling you, man.
Is it because of that running back situation?
The Kareem Hunt. It's the Kareem Hunt effect.
Agree.
You got to look at it, man. Look though. They bringing in C.J. Anderson. They bringing back, or they were looking at C.J. Anderson. They brought back Charkandrick West. They grabbing at straws, man, because they know they can't replace that production.
Oh yeah.
So now what's gonna happen is that rookie, you putting it all on his back. Now you at least had a solid runner. So if like in the Patriots game where they in the first half they didn't look good, you know what I mean? But that offense is firing on all cylinders with Kareem Hunt.
So what you saying?
Yeah, once he's gone,
so what you saying that
he's an X factor.
I thought he was the most important part on the team. Some people might think I'm crazy, but Pat Mahomes can throw that thing. Like he's probably, I can't say it right now because it's only 1 year, but like other than Aaron Rodgers, probably the most talented arm I've seen in the NFL.
So, but basically what you're saying is, him being 23 years old, throwing 40 touchdowns, that was a Kareem Hunt effect?
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying Kareem Hunt is the most valuable player on that offense.
No.
Because he keeps them balanced.
No, maybe I should rephrase it. I say more so because
he led the league in rushing last year.
He did.
Yeah, so this year coming in,
Tyreek is the best player in that offense.
Look, this year coming in, nobody came in this year like how we stopped Tyreek Hill. No, it was like, yo, he ran through everybody last year. We got to stop him. We don't care about this rookie. He ain't nobody. And then he start throwing 6 touchdowns, and they like, well, okay, maybe we do need to worry about him.
and he's a receiver out the backfield too.
Right, he catches out the backfield with the best of them.
And if you think about it, that screen pass against the Rams was ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's like the man he's an X factor.
He's a wide receiver when he gets out of the backfield. He's another wide out.
The game against the Patriots, Hill and Hunt were the X factors on that team. Mm-hmm. You just got rid of one of your X factors. Now somebody got to step up with that productivity.
You got to look at it like this: like when Kareem Hunt, the Alvin Kamara's, the Todd Gurley's, they come out the backfield, they're a mismatch on any linebacker. You know what I mean? They're even a mismatch on some safeties. Mm-hmm. So now you don't have that coming out the backfield. So now they're like, all right, let's double Kelsey, let's double Hill. Mm-hmm. And let Spencer Ware and Charkandrick West try and beat us on the ground.
So what you're saying is the Chargers, they see blood in the water.
I think so. I just think the Chiefs need that home field advantage in the playoffs. If they get unseeded and they're a wild card, that young team, they're young. They ain't tested. They young. They gonna go on the road and struggle.
I tell you this.
The West is definitely the division we need to.
I tell you this.
Look deep in because it's coming. And
actually, all 3 of the teams in the West that's still somewhat viable all have tough schedules because they all got to play each other still. The Broncos. Out of the 6 and 6 teams, that's my dark horse that might make some noise and maybe sneak in because
the Broncos beat the
Chargers, they beat the Steelers, and then they just beat Cincinnati. That was nothing, but that's a 3-game win streak for them, take them to 500. But the Chiefs got to play them. They got to play Seattle in Seattle. They got the Ravens who playing decent right now. They don't have an easy schedule. They don't have an easy schedule going.
And see, I wanted to lead into that.
Yeah, the Chiefs. You can't go in shootouts in the playoffs. You can't do this in the playoffs. When that's scoring points, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
You gonna really knock in the ass.
At the same time, the Chargers' schedule is pretty tough too. I think they got the Broncos and a couple other tough teams. I'm interested. I'm excited to see how it plays.
You know why I'm so excited for the AFC right now? Because I will say, your boy Brady. He's in the background right now. That's a 93 team, but he's in the background patting that glove. He looking. He waiting to see it. It's really about to get real.
Yeah.
Because the North is what they eating too. The Steelers and the Ravens. The Ravens.
But you know what?
Them Texans. Only team to ever lose their first 3 and win more than 8 straight. They on a 9-game win streak.
They haven't.
Deshaun Watson is playing some of his best football.
Bro, it's his second year. This is what I'm saying.
He's playing some of his best football. He had that tear when he before he got injured last year. He had that tear where he was throwing 400 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Nobody wants
He
to see the Texans right now.
was damn near Pat Mahomes before Pat Mahomes. You know what I mean? Like Pat Mahomes stepped it up a notch, but he was basically that if he didn't get injured.
No, I think
So
he is. Like Deshaun Watson, next Vic 2.0 with the iron and the speed.
They got a top
another Vic. Listen,
they got a
the
top
thing is-
5 defense.
the thing is,
top 10 defense, top 5 against the run, and Lamar Miller 4 out of the last 5 games had over 100 plus scrimmage yards.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really what they was missing. They didn't have that consistency in the backfield. So Watson's trying to do it all. He's trying to run, trying to pass.
Mm-hmm.
But now when you can hand that thing off and dump it to your man, and he gonna do it for you, that makes you a much scarier quarterback.
And he has a lot of help
Protected
too.
him.
He has a lot of help.
You got Hopkins.
When you got a top 5 receiver,
Top 3.
who cares who's really playing? Okay,
he's one of the best in the game.
One of the best in the game.
Now, you got a pretty damn good number 2 now with Demaryius Thomas. That's a solid number 2.
Fuller's no bum either.
Yeah.
But he's on IR.
Don't nobody want to see the Texans
Oh,
right
he
now.
is?
Fuller out for the season. That's why they made the move to get Thomas.
Listen, the Texans are a team right now nobody wants to see. That defense is humming.
Yeah.
Like
They secondary is crazy. They secondary really is crazy.
You know
That
what?
Honey Badger out
Baker
there doing
Mayfield
work. That
didn't
Honey
look like a
Badger
rookie
doing work.
all year until that game.
I agree.
He looked like a rookie. Like
Yo,
he was.
I saw his stats. He was like 5 for 15 for 70-something yards. I was like, God.
You know what? He made a couple rookie mistakes. He threw 3 picks. But then like he wasn't getting no help either. I saw some highlights, man. They had a 84 or 81 yard touchdown taken off the board for like a block in the back or something. And then in that same drive, I don't know if it's the next play, he hit Callaway for like a 77 yarder and he got ripped at the 2 yard line.
Yeah.
DB came up on him, boop, popped it right out. I'm like, come on, man,
He's throwing the most.
You got to be a
yards
veteran. You got to look at
second
yourself
half.
in the jumbotron, make sure ain't no one chasing, man.
I just know out of all of this great AFC talk, the thing I'm most excited about is the fact that it's not going to be easy for the Pats this year. Usually the Pats gotta say whatever you want, but the Pats usually have a clear path to the Super Bowl every year.
Goodness.
Let's be real. Who do they usually have to see? Who do they have to get by to get to the Super Bowl?
Okay, but you got to look at it like this
Not
though.
even
They
really
are
the
still
Ravens, the Steelers.
they are still
Come on,
they're still
please.
gonna get that number 2 seed.
Oh,
So
yeah, hell
until
yeah,
so
hell yeah, that's a
at
fact.
least
They
you know
got the
they could maybe sneak that 1 seed, but they got that 2 seed, which means every game is still going through. They're gonna get a bye. Then the next game's through Foxborough, and then they got to play on the road.
They got to win in a different way. It's different this year.
It's not
some squads out there.
Right. I'll give you that.
Boys ready for this Brady year.
But the Patriots still have not actually hit full stride. You know this. This is when they start to open the stride up.
Let me loose.
He meant coming loose. Let me go.
You know, Julie's like with the Cowboys.
No. Don't ever disrespect me again like that. Who did your team lose to?
Okay.
All right. You said a beautiful stat earlier about Bill Belichick in December. Can you let that?
If I'm not, I don't want to get it wrong, but I believe his record in December is 65-13.
All right, 65-13.
Different this year?
It's different this year, but let me tell you something. We look like a different team. Okay.
Y'all gotta get
how many teams let Thielen put up 100 yards on them consistently?
Everybody.
It was like 10 of them.
Okay.
It was like 10 in a row or
Okay,
something, or
okay.
9, 10 in a row.
Okay.
9 in a row.
How many yards did he have this week?
About 30 almost.
Yeah,
Almost
about
30.
28.
Pedestrian numbers.
The thing is,
The Vikings are pretenders though.
but the Vikings may be pretenders. The Vikings may be pretenders, but the thing is, when it comes to the Patriots and the Patriot Nation, is in the month of December, we play our best football. It's not about, I said at the beginning of the season, I'm going to say it now. It's not about how you start the season, it's about how you end the season, okay?
I agree.
Now, our defense is looking better. Our offense is looking a lot better. I mean, no, I ain't going to lie. It's going to be a harder time to get to this.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not knocking what the Patriots bring to the table.
The thing that makes us great is that we always find a way to win differently. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. The Patriot way. Next man up.
The Patriot way is alive and well.
Okay.
The thing about the Patriots is, like most good teams that are consistently good, they have their identity. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what I mean? They gonna Antonio Brown you down and then run with whatever running back they got. But
business was booming.
But the thing about the Patriots is every week they look like a different team because they're gonna do their homework and say, all right, you can't stop the run. So you know what? We might bring someone up from the practice squad, and we're gonna have 3 running backs, and we just gonna pound it all night, and we just gonna run through y'all.
That's dope, but how long can that really last? Like I said,
bro, it's lasted 20 years.
That system's lasted a long time.
For real, bro.
I get that, but
Come
what
on.
I'm saying is the Patriots. How I look at it, like
How
the
long
Patriots,
Pepsi been selling?
Right now, the Patriots in the AFC East. With an AFC period,
Lame scenario.
they're the LeBron-led Cavaliers of the East of the NBA. You know the Patriots are going to be in the AFC in the Super Bowl, at the very least the AFC Championship.
The Patriots is the most consistent thing in football.
This year, yes, but what I'm saying,
Maybe
this
ever.
year you cannot sit here with a straight face and tell me you feel like the Patriots. Like they gonna be in the Super Bowl this year. They gonna be in the AFC
You feel
Championship.
like they're gonna be in the AFC Championship.
You can't. Not this year. You can't.
Okay, wait. Tell me who is your dog that's gonna be your wild card that's going into Foxborough and winning? You tell me that.
Chiefs,
We already beat them.
Chiefs, Texans.
They beat them in Foxborough
No,
with Kareem Hunt.
We got the tiebreaker.
Don't
We got
do
the
that.
tiebreaker.
Don't do
We got
that.
the
Because that game
Kareem
came-
Hunt beat us
No,
2-2.
no, don't do that,
He
because that
played 2
game-
great
no,
games.
Because I gotta let it. That game came down to whoever had the ball last.
Yes.
Okay, but who
That- it
was Kareem Hunt balling?
That game was 43-40.
What week of the season was that? I can't remember. Was it?
Early week 6.
It was like week 6. Okay,
Something like that.
so
But Kareem Hunt was balling.
Kareem Hunt was balling, and you know who wasn't balling really yet? Sony Michel.
Bingo.
Sony Michel. They can run that rock now. Sony
That's a fact.
Sony Michel can run that rock. I hate to say it, but Sony Michel, he wasn't balling like that yet, but he's come alive now. He's come alive, and they're back to their Patriot ways where like you don't know who's gonna score. They got their goal line back now. Devlin, whatever. But
see, I can throw a couple.
these colors don't run, Ricky. These colors don't run, Ricky.
I can throw a couple of them dogs at
Got
you.
shut down too, fam.
I can throw a couple of them dogs at you because out in the West, man. Out in the West, yes, I say the Chiefs, but man, let's not sleep. Phillip want that ring.
All right.
He does.
What was he? 28 or 29?
Listen.
2 weeks ago.
Oh no, he had 25 straight completions. They said what did they say? They said the complete likelihood or the odds of that happening are 1 in 907 or no 9,700 or something like that.
You been to Vegas?
What's that?
You been to Vegas?
No.
Oh, okay. That was a good stat. I said that.
All I'm saying, man, is when you the top dog, everybody want to knock you off. Period. And we stayed the top dog for a long
I'm
time.
not saying the Patriots not the Patriots. Y'all, I'm in the
6 AFC championships.
I'm in the AFC East, man.
Consistently.
Me and Blair, I can't really count you because you were Falcons. We see this firsthand.
You know what always feels good though?
The
The small victories, silver lining when the Patriots win. It's like, well, the only reason we ain't win the Super Bowl because the Patriots in our division.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Bro, man, think about it, man. When the Brady and Belichick era is done, the AFC East is wide. It's
The league is wide.
I think
it's insane how wide
that
the
2-3
AFC
years
East
we
is.
talking about where the Bills gonna be in the playoffs. Our biggest contender is probably gonna be the Jets because I think Sam Darnold is nice too. Like he playing like a rookie right now. He throwing a lot of picks,
He's throwing a lot of picks.
but he's gonna get it together. He gonna get it
No,
together.
they resting him. They putting him out.
No, I'm not saying this year. I mean,
I know. They saving him. They saving him.
It's gonna be Allen
yeah,
versus Darnold.
yeah.
I'm actually interested to see that.
right. Just to see the young cats out there. See
But I mean, like I said, man, the Patriots they obviously they lead the
there.
division. They the
They're
Patriots. I just it's a rockier road to that Lombardi Trophy this year.
It's a rocky road to the Lombardi every year.
Not for the Patriots today.
It's not a Super Bowl.
Not for the,
It's
You know what? Really, it'll be the
every
deciding
year.
factor. The
There's
deciding factor is if Gronk can get to full form. If he don't ever get to full form, they will struggle a lot more. But if he gets back on his shit, forget about it.
They got flash.
I'm
You
just
need
saying, man.
Gronk, too.
That shows our greatness right there, man. It's that every year you can automatically assume we gonna be at the dance. It's not easy to get to the dance. We find a way to get to the dance. That's not easy, all right. The game done changed. Shoulder
But
pads have changed.
I give them what they saying is that you ain't. You know what I mean, it's the prom and you taking an Uber. You ain't got the limo this year. You got the Uber.
mean,
Moms ain't spring for she ain't spring for the limo. She got.
Okay.
She like you better Uber. You better Uber.
All right, but if
It's only $15, but you better Uber.
but what if the Uber pull up in the Lambo? You just took a Lambo.
Then you did that. That's the Uber Black. That's the Uber Black right there. That's the luxury.
Listen. If you
pay extra for that.
If you driving a Lambo and you an Uber, you got your priorities fucked up.
Yeah, you got some random high school kid hopping in the back of your Lambo, and you're like, no, it's only two-seater in the Lambo. Where your girl sitting? You going stag?
I got 5 stars. Give me 5 stars. Nah. But Violators, man.
You need that.
Definitely, it's a lot picking through this AFC, this crowded AFC. It's a trip right now. But at the same time, man, the Pats is gonna be the Pats. The Chiefs, Chargers, Steelers, and Ravens, man, and the Texans. I can't forget the Texans, man. It's getting down to the wire, man. Blair, first off, man, I want to say thanks for stopping by with us, man.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all for having me.
Like, definitely.
Fans, this day one, I'm gonna keep watching. Keep supporting from the other side of the camera, you know. Let y'all do y'all thing over here. I'm gonna be on the other side.
We definitely gonna have you back on. We definitely gonna do that.
I'm always around.
Yes, sir. So,
much love.
Blair, come on. All right, Violators, top to top. Definitely, man. Like I said, I want to thank my man Blair for making an appearance with us. You're going to see more of them later on down the line.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, man, it's this crowded AFC. It's looking real scary.
Yeah.
It's definitely coming down to the finish line. I'd say that. So, in the closing arguments, man, you got anything else to say?
Patriots for life.
Nah, bro, I'm good. You can have your 5 minutes.
They can have that Patriots flight for the next 2 or 3
The
seasons.
Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. That's the way we came. The Brady Bunch.
All right, Violators, top to top. It's your boy Super Saiyan.
Cool guy, JD.
Come on.
Tupu. All right.
Yo. Okay, restart that. Like,
Ain't no restart it. Peace.
No. Y'all ain't gonna be violating me like that. Pause.
Whatever. Dwight Howard, everybody.
Violators, we out.
We good.